Hey y'all, Craig here, OldBayCraps. Thanks for coming back to the table. Unfortunately, I'm going through my laptop for audio, so I'm going to try to do all of my audio at the top of the table, and then I'll just be back here tossing, and then I'll do all the talking over there until the very end. Sorry about that. Looks like I'm going to have to get a new microphone. Apparently, the microphone, the red light's on, but it's not generating on the laptop as if it's a device that can be used. So all right, we're gonna get our 100 rolls in. You can follow me along the way in the roll tracker. I switched it from the small roll history to the one that shows the dice. Also, I've, at the request of Gargoyle and Ed, OldBayCraps, who have been helping me with this, Gargoyle suggested that I color the dice. So I took a Sharpie to color the dice. I can still read the pips, but when they're down at the other end, I can only see red and blue, but I'll still try to read it so that I can give you the dice call. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Let me get the roll tracker up and running. All right, here we go. Roll number one. So yesterday we held on to the rail. We changed to the dice parallel to the table and just pushed it along. I'm actually going to return to from the deck at the 45-degree angle. I'm going to be aiming for the, I'll see if I can do it from here and still be in camera. I'm going to be aiming for right around here for them to land and dribble forward. I've got the landing zone site taped on the layout, but I've been noticing that I'm not able to get them all the way down there by pushing them. It is something I'm working on, but we'll see what goes today. Here we go. I'll be on my tiptoes too when I throw it, dice out. All right, we got to come out 7. 5-2. You're gonna have to trust me on the pips because you might not be able to see it on camera. You might only be able to see red and blue. But I'll be honest when it's a. I'll tell you when it's a 7. Don't worry. Here we go. Whoa, that was way wild. That's too tall to call, and we lost the. I can't believe we lost the die. Let me go around. I apologize. The only reason I'm retrieving is because it's been the pips have been colored in. Oh, it looks like I found all the other dice that came behind here. Wow. Oh, that's where all the red went. And one went behind the alligator wall. 1 second. Jesus. We've retrieved 5 die. 5 dice. We found all of these. Okay. Let's put all these back. That was too tall to call. Let's try that again. All right. Here we go. That was a come out 7. Dice out. It went off to the left. Didn't like that. We have another come out 7, 5-2. See if we can get a little bit more focused and control. Dice out. That's a better throw. It's going to be a 4-2-6. 6 will be the point. Dice out. Hard 4. Dice out. 5, 3, 8. That was a little too aggressive. It's going to be a 6, 2, 8. Dice out. 6, 4, 10. Good bit of energy. They didn't come down together down the lane. See if we can improve upon that. So far, the Sharpie hasn't rubbed off. Dice out. And we got a 2, 1, 3. I like the way that stayed together. Dice out. 6, 5, yo. Hero, mid-mo, yo. Dice out. We got aces. Dice out. A little bit too much energy. It's going to be a hard 10. I like the way they traveled down the lane, though. Dice out. 5, 3, 8. Dice out. Got a hard 6, the double D-Gen. Dice out. Hard 8. Dice out. And got a hard 8 back to back. Sorry, it's taking me a little bit longer to read the die because of the blue one. The red one just kind of made the tips look really cool and red, but the blue Sharpie actually made the blue dye a little bit dark. Dice out. We got a midnight. Dice out. And that'll be the first shooter, 5-2. Wow, we needed a 5 and a 9. Wow, sister numbers to hit the ATS. That's interesting. All right, that was the first 17 rolls. Shooter number 2. Dice out. Gonna be a 3-1-4. Dice out. 2-1-1-3. 3 craps. Dice out. 3-1-4. That's something in my eye. So I am getting more comfortable. Dice out. And I think my energy overall has been improving. It's gonna be a 6-3-9. Over that 9 on the last shooter. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm getting used to the energy. Just starting to. There's a sister number, 4-1-5. Isn't that unreal? It is unreal when you hit a number and the next number is the sister number. It's just uncanny. Dice out. They went off to the right. Not sure what that means. It's going to be a hard 8. So I have not met with Gargoyle or Ed since Tuesday night, the night of the show. But I do plan on talking with them soon to go over a critique of these videos this week. Dice out. I don't know what the hell happened with that red die. It's going to be a 6-2-8. Hope the audio is capturing. Appreciate y'all joining me on this journey. Dice out. 5-1-6, the mixer. Like and subscribe to Sideshow Gamble, please. That's his number. We miss him dearly. And hope he's doing well. Dice out. So the dice are getting down here. with the energy that I want. They're just not staying together. So that's probably a grip issue. I'm gonna try to lighten my grip. Nice out. It kind of skirted around. It's going to be a 6-1-7 out. Is that still the first shooter? Oh, so that 7 earlier was a come out 7. Is that right? Oh, wow. So that first shooter was a 27 roller. Holy crap. I had no idea. Wow, we hit a 3-point fire bet. That's pretty awesome. I had no idea. I thought that 7 earlier was a 7 out. That was a come out 7. See, when you're not paying attention to the rolls specifically, you missed that kind of thing. Wow, that was the first shooter. I'm sorry. This is the second shooter. Dice out. And we got a 4-1-5. 5 will be the point. Wow, I totally missed that, guys. That was a 27 roller to start off. Kind of the same as the other night. I think the first session was a 26 roller to start. And then it just went downhill. All right, here we go. Yeah, they split. They split on me big time. That's a 4-3-7. Come on, that's a PSO. You had to know that was coming, right? Too much jibber jabber, right? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. They usually say a short roll follows a long roll. So, all right, here we go. Face out. There we go. That was the better energy. It's going to be a 5-1-6 mixer. 6 will be the point. Yeah, that energy felt good. So the other one, the 7 out was the PSO was too light. Face out. And we got a mid-mo yo 6-5. So we're a quarter of the way through. We're a couple rolls away from being a third way done. Dice out. A little bit too much energy, but it's going to be a 2-1-3. Dice out. So I felt my knuckles hit the table when I threw that. 5-1-6 mixer. That's what happened there. Happy Friday, by the way. I'm wearing my CGTV jersey that came in a couple of weeks after the event in last November, so that was good. Thanks wherever we got them from. Really screwed the pooch on that one. Dice out. And those dice split like crazy. That's going to be a hard 4. So yeah, this would have really been nice to wear as part of the staff for the veterans Craps for the Cure. And instead, I'm just a monkey guy who it was delivered to the wrong address, but the place that makes them was nice enough to make me a new one and send it to me when I called them. So that was awesome. Dice out. And 6-1-7 out. That's why when people can do a zone, they don't talk at the craps table. Because when you talk, you're not concentrating fully. So I'm going to try to keep it to dice out only over here. And I'll jibber jabber over there when I put the rolls in. Dice out. 516 mixer again. This is shooter number 4. Shooter number 4. We'll see what the count of rolls is after this roll. Dice out. I felt the red die hit my ring finger again. 6-1, PSO. Yeah, anytime it hits my ring finger, I know it's probably going to be a 7 out. I don't think I've had a good roll yet when that happens. So that was a total grip problem. Dice out. Now that felt better. It's going to be a hard 10, and I'll tell you why. When I released them, and I'll show you in this camera, when I released them, I went like this and lifted my thumb up when I pushed them forward. So the other times I was going like this and trying to open up my hand at the same time, but this time I just lifted my thumb. Kind of like when you do a par toss and you just drop your thumb, but you keep your hand steady. All right. Dice out. So I'm going to try to repeat that to see if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Dice out. Not bad. 2, 3, 5. So it's like the further I go doing this, the more little things I'm picking up to make it more of a well-rounded toss. So I kind of like that. It's like finding little nuggets here and there through the only way you can do it, which is experience. But again, I have not talked to Gargoyle or Ed since Tuesday. Nice out. 6, 3, 9. But as an overall toss, I'm digging it. I really like it. And I've played on plenty of bouncy tables. So hopefully this is a keeper. Dice out. I can feel my hand going off to the right. It's going to be a 4, 2, 6. Dice out. It's going to be a 5, 3, 8. So holding on to the rail, I think, does give me a little bit of stability. And then being on my toes. Dice out. That was a good one. 5, 3, 8. I'm sure the longer I do it with these dice, they're going to eventually rub off on my fingers, and my fingers will be red and blue. Dice out. So that one had a little bit more energy. I felt my knuckles hit the table. It's going to be a 5, 4, 9 though. So right now, the only critique I'm able to give myself is to tell you what I'm feeling when the dice leave my hand. and then ultimately the dice result. Dice out. What I am liking is that the 549, moving of the thumb is helping my dice stay together on the way down. It's doing a better job of that. I'm not perfect, obviously, but it's doing a better job of that. Dice out. And I think you can tell by the way they're landing. 549, that's the third consecutive 549. So I'm sure some people like to hop a number if they see the dice combination back to back. Dice out. That was a horrible toss. I can tell you right from the way it left my hand. But it's going to be a 3-1-4. We have another qualified toss, or a qualified shooter. We've actually hit all the box numbers. And just for gargoyle's sake, I can already see some of the red Sharpie coming off on my finger, my middle finger. Dice out. Five, 4, 9. Holy crap! I don't know if I've ever thrown that many nines in a, there was 1 4 in there, but 4 9s in 5 rolls, all 5 4. Dice out. And that's a 7 out. That was a qualified roll. That was 12. 12 roller. Hopefully you made money on the 9. Dice out. I felt them kind of go forward when I released them. It's going to be aces. Still the come out roll. So if you're doing a world bet, there you go. Dice out. So they landed where I wanted them to, but then once they hit the deck, they split. It's going to be a 4-1-5. 5 is going to be the point. And that was the roll before was the 50th roll. So we're halfway done the session. And as you all know, each session so far has ended with a 7 on the 100th roll. Life is unscripted. Dice out. 6, 3, 9. Sister number. Dice out. 5, 1, 6. The mixer. I think by the time this airs, Dice Degen's March Madness the selection process will be done or starting. Dice out. Oh, I like the way they went down the lane. They went down together, they hit the wall together, they came back together. 6, 4, 10. That was pretty. That was pretty. Dice out. dice split. It's going to be a 6-5 yo, mid-mo yo. Dice out. They definitely went down together. It's going to be a 3-1-4. They had a little bit too much energy, but they stayed together, even though they rolled to they went to the right once they hit the wall. Dice out. Again, they stayed together on the way down. It's going to be a hard 10, Old Bay bushel. Dice out. 6, 4, 10. We're hitting some 10s. You might want to try to flip it. Dice out. It's going to be a hard 8. Dice out. A little too much energy, and we 7'd out. 4-3. But it was another quality roll. That was an 11 roller. And we've been getting very close to the ATS, by the way, or at least a portion of it, whether it's the tall or the small. And I'm still using the 5-4-5-4 set this whole time. Dice out. So lifting up the thumb is definitely helping me keep the dice together more often down the lane. It's going to be a 3-3 double D-gen, hard 6. I think we're at 60 rolls. Almost 2/3 of the way there. Check in just a second. Dice out. I liked how they kept together. It's going to be a 3-2-5. Dice out. A little too much energy, but boy, did they stop nice. 3-1-4 when they came off the wall. So I don't know at which point, like, I don't know which point, like Gargoyle or Ed is going to, once they're able to watch these videos and critique them, you know, eventually, I guess they might suggest a set other than the 5-4-5-4. Dice out. Boy, that was definitely a bowling strike, you know, down there. 6-4-10. A little too much energy, but definitely, yeah, the thumb is helping them. Releasing the thumb is helping them stay together. Dice out. Hard 8. Dice out. Went off to the left. It's going to be a 6-2-8 easy. I am definitely liking with this set, or just with this throw, that I'm getting repeat numbers. That's pretty good. I'll never argue getting repeat numbers. Dice out. I like that one. I'm going to stay between the paint. It's not really paint, guys. It's just tape. 314. I think besides a PSO every once in a while, or a short roll every once in a while, we're starting to see a bit more consistent rolls. Dice out. 415. And I'm not going to do it right now. I will do it months from now, maybe. I am going to try this from stick left with my left hand. Dice out. 538. And that was roll 69. Yeah, I'd be very interested to see how it does on stick left-handed. Dice out. And there's a dice split, and that was my grip. 325. Another qualified roll. I think that's 3 qualified shooters back to back to back. Dice out. So I will tell you, by releasing the thumb, that's keeping them more together, more consistently down the lane, 639. I'm able to throw them with a bit more energy. Because what they're doing is when they hit the wall, they're dying quick. Dice out. Got a leaner. It's going to be a 639. They're calling it a 639. Back to back 639. Might want to hop the 5s and 9s. Dice out. They dribbled together, but they stayed together. That's a 5-3 easy 8. Dice out. And it's a 4-3-7 out. All right. So the last 3 shooters have been 12, 11, and 14. That's cool. I'm liking that a lot. And that first shooter was 27 rolls. Dice out. The dice came back and they hit each other, and when they hit each other, they split. But it's going to be a 5-3-8. Dice out. Got a hard 4. Dice out. 2, 1, 3. Just taking a little bit of time to breathe. Dice out. Went off to the left a little bit. It's going to be aces. Dice out. 4, 1, 5. Dice out. 6, 5 mid-mo-yo. Dice out. Hard 10, Old Bay bushel. That shoulder pain's starting to come back. Dice out. 3, 2, 5. Looking for a 6. Looking for a 6. I was at the Gold Nugget one time and I needed just the 6 for the all, and I did not get it. Dice out. Had I known about laying the number then, I would have done it. 4, 1, 5. I know now. And I will lay a number to try to get half. Dice out. A little aggressive. It's going to be a mid-mo-yo. And our 4th consecutive double-digit qualified roll. This is what I'm excited about. I'm excited about having quality rolls, especially if I'm on a table by myself. Dice out. A knuckle hit the layout on the throw, but it's going to be a hard 4, 2, 2. I'll tell you what roll we're on right when I next after this. Dice out. Ooh, I like that one a lot. And it's a sucky roll or a sucky result, but I like that roll a lot. Those two went down there, kissed the wall, kissed together, stayed together because they were lovers. All right, that's going to be a 12 roller. That's 4 back-to-back-to-back-to-back rolls in the teens. You name one craps player who wouldn't be happy with that. Here we go. Dice out. And that was a crappy roll, I can tell you right off the bat. It's going to be a 5-1-6. 6 will be the point. And that was roll 87. 13 more rolls to complete out session number 3. Dice out. And that was a 1. Hold on. 6, 1, 7 out. A PSO. Hey, believe me, if I have multiple long rolls with PSOs in between, I'm going to be happy about that. Not with the PSO, but that I'm following up a PSO with a good roll. Dice out. Boy, I like the way they stayed together down the lane. 6, 3, 9. 9's going to be the point. Today's the first day that my whole arm doesn't hurt at this point. Dice out. 3, 2, 5, the sister number. Dice out. Hard 4. I'm liking those hard ways. Hard ways is part of the betting I've been doing for the past 3 months. So I really like that. Dice out. 4, 2, 6. Could have used that on the last shooter for the small, but we didn't get it. Dice out. I didn't like they went around the bowl, but it's going to be a 5, 2, 7 out. I didn't like that cross at all. And that was not a qualified roll. That was only a 5 rolling. Dice out. 3, 2, 5. 5 will be the point. That's also roll 94. 6 more rolls. I did throw earlier this morning about 25 rolls. I've been doing that every morning too, but dice out. That was horrible. I could feel them splitting my hand. 5, 2, 7. PSO. All right, these last few shooters are kind of shitty. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. Dice out. It's a come out 7. 5, 2. Hope you're playing the World Bet, which is a push on the come out 7. Well, it's a push anytime, right? Dice out. I do think for the majority of this session that the dice are 325, that the dice are cooperating a little bit more. So I do think some of the mechanics that I've been adapting to or changing over the last 3 days, I'd say adapting because I'm learning different things that are happening. Here we go. Dice out. 426. Dice out. 314. And that was roll 99. Can we do it? Can we get past roll 100? Or is it going to end for the third straight night the very same exact way? Dice out. All right, we're continuing to go. 5-1 mixer, 6 easy. That was roll 100. So this is the last shooter. We will stop after Big Red comes. Dice out. I didn't like the way that bounced. It's gonna be a 325. Take a look at the SRR when we're done. Dice out. Got a double D-gen, hard 6. You guys are probably noticing that when I throw it, my mouth comes open. It tends to do that when I'm like fully concentrated. Same thing happens when I'm bowling. Dice out. That's it. 5-2. That is the end of the night. 103 rolls. All right. Well, there you have it. Let's let that is the 100th, and is that 102 rolls? 102 rolls, not 103. So we ended with a SRR of 6.4. Not great. Above average, but not great. But to start off with 27, let me go over here. To start off with 27 roller, and then in the middle we had 4 quality shooters that all had multiple in the teens. That was great. All right, let's bring the camera over here. Bear with me for a sec. I have to use my left hand. There we go. All right. Thanks for joining me for session 3. I really appreciate all the support I've been getting and some comments I've been getting as well. This is not easy. This is not easy. This is a completely different toss than I've ever thrown before. I've never thrown an underhanded toss. So this is new. I hope I'm adapting correctly. Gargoyle and Ed will tell me on the next show or along the way. Hopefully some things that I can do to improve the toss. But I'm having fun. I'm having fun, and the arm is starting to finally not feel so sore. So I must be getting used to the toss, which is good because I'm going to need it. But rolls like this, rolls in the teens, back to back to back, that I'm just looking to win more money at the casino, folks. If you're not in it to win money, you must be just in it for the math. That's not me. I'm good at math, but I'm in it for the money. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you, Gargoyle and Ed. Shout out to Jeff too. He's awesome. And shout out to Sideshow Gamble. Love you, brother. All right, when you're at your tables, season your play. Good night, all.